My dear students, welcome back to my YouTube English channel, English with Malik Sir. In the previous classes, in connection with the useful tips for speaking English fluently or magic tips for speaking English fluently and confidently, we have discussed the role of active listening, active reading, creating environment of learning English and speaking English. Side by side, we have also discussed about self-help in the sense self-practice, and all these factors are really very essential for speaking English fluently. Yes, in today's segment, we are going to discuss about enhancement of vocabulary or word power, which is also very essential factor for learning English. You see, enhancement of vocabulary or word power. My dear students, word power or vocabulary power plays the role of bone and flesh of language structure. It means without vocabulary power, we cannot make proper phrases, clauses, and sentences. Therefore, they play very important role in our language structure. Yes, and therefore, without vocabulary power, we cannot express ourselves freely. There is a vast world of vocabulary, as English is a language, a flexible language, in the sense we can express our thoughts or feelings in different ways using different words, different phrases, yes, and different sentence structures. Therefore, this is nothing but a game of words. And whenever English speaking and writing is a game of words, therefore it is very necessary on our part to know, to gather as much words, phrases as possible, so that it will be suitable on our part to express ourselves freely and confidently. Right. Here we find English has a vast vocabulary compared to other languages, in the sense, actually, as we have already discussed that it is a mixed language. I mean, the language which is formed out of Celtics, Greek, Latin, French, and German, along with the British dialects, in the sense that it is a mixed language, hybrid language. Therefore, it has a number of vocabulary. English has taken vocabulary from Greek, Latin, French, Celts, and yes, therefore, here we find that it is a hybrid language, and therefore it has a vast vocabulary compared to other languages. Naturally, learning new words and phrases takes time. Naturally, you see here we find takes time. Don't worry about learning as much words are possible overnight, in the sense it takes time. Therefore, gradually try your best to learn a number of words and phrases. Try to take down any important word, its meaning, phrase, its meaning, idioms, its meaning. So in the sense, if you take interest in writing down and using in your day-to-day life, the more you can remember and accumulate, gather a number of words and phrases that will helpful in at the time of speaking and writing. Yes, and plenty of exposures. This is very important. Plenty of exposures. Whenever we learn language, word power, we have to use it either in speaking or in writing. or both in speaking and writing. The more we expose ourselves with the new words, that is what called juggling of words, even keeping the words which we know and expressing the words which are recently taken into account. It means the new words should be more used. Your wow, what a marvelous, what a marvelous, yes, fabulous, mind blowing. So, in the sense, you just try to use new words so that, or phrases, so that that exposure will help you in remembering the new words or phrases, and again, your that is what store of knowledge or the word power definitely help you in expressing yourself confidently, freely, without any fear or nervousness. Yes, this is the matter, and here repeat them many times while speaking and writing. Repeat them. So it means you are advised to repeat the words and phrases what you know time to time, so that you can definitely do well at the time of writing and speaking. Yes, this is the art of using vocabulary. Yes, in order to develop mastery over word power. Yes, mastery means competence over word power. Try to know the parts of speech. Yes, as we have discussed in the previous classes, that parts of speech, they are the bone and muscle of language structure. Without parts of speech, nothing can be done. They are the raw materials of speaking and writing. Without word power, without knowledge in connection with the parts of speech, we have to know. We have to know what is interjection, what is, there is intensifier, what is the role of conjunction, what is the role of adjective, adverb, verb, the content words, also the function words or the structure words. As we have known that we have four structure words: noun, adjective, verb, adverb, and other four are the structure words: preposition, conjunction, interjection, intensifier. You see, listen, here we find the factor that we have to gather as much knowledge as possible on parts of speech. This is very important. We should know what is what. Yes. Then come, as they are the raw materials. Yes. Whenever you are going to speak something, write something confidently, these word powers, parts of speech, work like raw materials of your production. Yes, of speech or writing. Yes. Now come the next idea. While listening and reading, learn new words. Yes. You see, these are very two interesting factors. Listening and reading are receptive skills. Through listening and reading, we receive a number of knowledge, that is word power, phrases, etc., and that is gathered in our brain. Okay. So while reading or listening to anybody or reading any book, at that moment, learn new words, phrases, formation of noun, verbs, adjectives, verbs, natural. There are a number of nouns, because we have already discussed that we live in the world of nouns everywhere. Lying the nouns. It means we have named everything, every person, every place, every article, every idea, every thought. Yes. Therefore, nouns and nouns. Yes. Therefore, we see, listen here, we find that, but whenever we form noun, just for example, nationalization. Nationalization is noun. Nation is the noun. Nationalist, noun. So you see, national, adjective, nationalize, verb, And therefore here we find the matter that how we can just derive some words. It means the word that is what I call the word nation is the basic or root word. From that we can form a number of words. That is what I call formation of nouns, formation of verbs, adjective, adverbs, synonyms. Synonyms, it means the words expressing similar meaning. Antonyms, the opposite meaning. And homonyms, a number of words expressing one word expressing different types of meanings. Homonyms, homophones. We will discuss it categorically in the subsequent classes, because this class is not sufficient enough to describe all these. Therefore, these will be discussed very categorically in subsequent classes to suit the beginner learners and the intermediate, also the advanced learners. Yes, we will discuss again one word substitution, formation of one word. Yes, and here we find phrasal verbs, how phrasal verbs are very important. Cohesive devices, linkers or conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions, what we have discussed in the previous classes. Popular sayings, very important sayings are there. Proverbs and quotations, idioms, some commonly used foreign words day by day. Yes, you see, listen here, we find foreign words, etc. etc. is the foreign word. Yes, and here we find the matter that how we have to know the word of vocabulary. Don't feel nervous that whenever we have to, but everything will be done gradually. Okay, if you take interest, the goal will be nearer to you. जब मन चाहे फिर दिल्ली भी क्या दूर है. It means if we have decided, then we are very nearer to the goal. Yes, therefore willpower is the most important factor for speaking English fluently, and all these things can easily be possible. Now come to the primary derivatives. You see, whenever we find the matter that how to use the primary derivatives, in the sense primary derivatives. These words are formed. You see, listen, I'm just going to focus in short, in brief. It will all be discussed in larger, it means elaborately, in subsequent classes. I am just giving you hints in this connection how to develop your vocabulary power, word power. Yes, here we find these words are formed by internal changes. You see, this is internal changes in the body of a basic word. Root word. Basic word means root word. Yes, root or basic words. So that one, the body of the basic or root words. Yes, then how? For example, grow. You see, grow is a verb and growth is a noun. You see, here we find from the root word grow, we find growth, sort of internal change. Yes, grow, growth. You see, lose, verb, loss, noun. Yes, and here do, verb, deed, noun. Yes, sing, verb, song, noun. Advice, verb, advice, noun. You see, in these verb and nouns we find the root word and the noun formation. Here we find that all these are internal changes. We find internal changes in the body of basic or root words. Yes, this is a very good technique. We will discuss in a subsequent classes. And next, secondary, this is what we call primary derivatives. And secondary derivatives means another idea, that is primary derivatives and secondary derivatives. These words are formed by addition of prefixes and or suffixes. Yes, prefixes or suffixes. Okay. So whenever we think about the formation of nouns, next common nouns, adjectives and verbs. You see how in the sense naturally nouns are formed, common nouns and common nouns, adjectives and verbs. Yes, therefore we can form nouns. There are nouns, but we form nouns. You see, honest. Honest is adjective. Whenever we say honesty, honesty is a noun, abstract noun. You see here we find honest, honesty, verb. You see, just for example, you see, listen. How we find the matter. Swim, swim is naturally verb, but swimming, the abstract noun, gerund, a verbal noun. Yes, and therefore here we find from verb. Again, common noun, child, common noun, but childhood, yes, abstract noun, stage. And yes, you see, childhood, adolescence, yes, young, youth, stage, all these are abstract nouns indicating condition or state. Yes, therefore here we find that how we formed widowhood, this is stage, and here how we use poor, here we find widow, noun, widowhood, noun, and here abstract noun, poor, adjective, poverty, abstract noun. Yes, thief, noun, theft, noun, resemble, verb, resemblance, noun. You see, very interesting factors are there. How we form nouns out of adjectives and verbs, even out of common nouns. These are abstract nouns, and these are very interesting ideas for our spoken and written English. We have to therefore know about the formation of nouns. Again, come, formation of, here we find formation of verbs. You see, formation of verbs. Here we find that from nouns and adjectives. You see how now out of nouns and adjectives we can form verbs. You see, list, noun, enlist, verb, strength. You see, strength, noun, strengthen, verb, fertile, adjective, fertilize, verb, beauty, noun, beautify, verb, fine, adjective, refine, verb. You see, here we find the matter that how enlist. You see, just enlist, en is the prefix, enlist. My name has been enlisted in the team of players. Okay, enlisted, enlist, okay, and here strengthen. We have to strengthen our vocabulary power. Strengthen, en, that is suffix, strengthen. Fertilize. Yes, without fertilize our land, we cannot produce more and more crops, and therefore fertilize. Again, beautify. Yes, she has beautified her bedroom. Yes, beautify. Refine your style of language. It means you have to just refine your speaking and writing by knowing a number of vocabulary power. Yes, formation of adjectives. From nouns and verbs. This is also an interesting factor. Here we find region. You see, region, noun, regional, adjective. And here we find danger, noun, dangerous, adjective, tolerate, verb, and tolerable adjective, and money noun, and monetary adjective. You see, listen here, we find the regional. Yes, Odia is our regional language. Yes, which is helpful for our regional benefit. Yes, and here dangerous. So you see, dangerous. Yes, dangerous step. Don't take such type of step. It's dangerous. Dangerous is adjective. Tolerable. Yes. That is sorry. The cold this year is tolerable, and yes, it means within our of tolerating. Yes, that is tolerable. Monetary condition. His monetary condition is improving day by day. Monetary adjective. Therefore, if we know that that is what you call derivation, the formation of adjectives, definitely we can take a number of steps in the sense, etc. So on. It means so forth. We can use a number of factors. It will be discussed separately. Yes. Now come the other idea. What we find in this connection, that is formation of adverb. Yes, this is also very interesting factor, my dear students. Formation of adverbs from adjectives and nouns. Yes, remember how smooth is here. We find adjective, smoothly, adverb. Yes, and heavy, here we find adjective, heavily, adverb. Clock, noun, clockwise, adverb. And home, noun, homeward, adverb. You see, etc. And the matter is here that we should know these formation of adverbs, adjectives, nouns, verbs. Then only we can expand our perimeter or area of learning vocabulary. Yes, that is also very essential. We will discuss it categorically in separate videos for your better understanding. I will send you. Yes, next come. Here we find matter. Carefully learn prefixes and suffixes. These are definitely they play very important role for word building, naturally for word building. Learn the root or basic, what we have discussed, words which will help you guess the meaning and formation of other related words. Therefore, my dear students, we have to know about the prefixes and suffixes and their uses with the root words or basic words, so that formation of noun, adjective, adverb, which are the content words, can be possible. Yes. Now come next. That is the other factors in connection with the synonyms. Yes, and how we find synonyms. Synonyms, it means the here similar. The words having similar meaning, in the sense, you see, extraordinary. For example, extraordinary, this is adjective. The synonyms of adjective are adjectives. How? Extraordinary, outstanding. This is the synonym of extraordinary, outstanding, uncommon, unusual, unique, exceptional, remarkable, noteworthy. Yes, these are the synonyms. In the sense, if we know all these, definitely we can play the game of words with the help of juggling. In the sense, throwing one or keeping one, using one. In the sense, how we can juggle with the words and play the game of words with the synonyms. Therefore, this is also very interesting area, so that our children should take interest in knowing that is synonyms. Okay, synonyms. And yes, the other idea, antonyms. Antonyms means the opposite words. Yes, you see here antonyms. I will add, subtract. Yes, add, subtract. You see how the verb opposite must be verb. You see, add, subtract, addition, subtraction, addition, subtraction, add, subtract. Yes, include. You see, include, exclude, include, exclude, add, subtract. Again, harmful, harmless. Very interesting. Harmful, harmless. Purity, impurity, using negative prefix impurity, impurity. Yes, this is the matter. Gradation, degradation. Yes. So you see, there is order, disorder. This is the way how we have to know a number of antonyms so that we can express. Homonyms in the sense, you see, there is one word having a number of meaning. In the see, article. Article, if you take article, then definitely it is, we can indicate an object. A piece of writing is also called article. This is, this Tyler is also, that is article, you see. And a piece of writing, I have given an article to be published in the school magazine. Yes, and here we find rule of constitution, also article 370, etc. Article 1 says that we, the people of India, it means India is a union of states. And here we find that determiner. You see, here we find a determiner. An interesting story, article. And you see, this is the way how we use the word article, but it has 4 meanings and different, therefore, the applications. Okay, now come, this is what you call homonyms. And one word substitution. Sometimes we substitute a phrase into one word. This is also coming in different competitive examinations. And here we find something relating to moon is called lunar. This is that is one word substitution. Something relating to moon, lunar. Something related to sun, solar. Yes, or sunny, we can say. And here, long distance foot race, marathon, and a number of factors. Definitely marathon, a long distance race. Yes, here we find the matter how distance foot race. And therefore, these are the very interesting ideas to name. So if we know the single word, that is what we call one word substitution method, then definitely there is no necessity of using these long phrases. We can just manage with the help of a single word. Therefore, the more we know the single word, it means we know the one word substitution method, then definitely our vocabulary power can be extended. Yes. Now come the other idea. We find idiomatic phrases in the sense, whenever we want to express the figurative meaning or we want to ornament our language, we can use idiomatic phrases, and that is the matter at a stone's throw. You see, my friend's house is at a stone's throw from my house. So you see, listen, very interesting. It means very nearer to my house, my friend's house, at a stone's throw. If I throw a stone, definitely it will fall very near, and therefore my friend's house is very close to my house. Yes, and here we find the matter that is at a stone's throw. Bail the cat. It means who will take the risk? Who will bail the cat? Even who will take the risk whenever the mice discussed in mat. So you see, listen here, bail the cat. It means who will take the risk. The plan is okay, but who will take the risk? Yes, bail the cat. From A to Z. From A to Z, it means don't say me. I know the matter from A to Z. It means from beginning to end. So these are very interesting way of expression. Therefore, we can please our listeners and our readers. Yes, at the time of speaking and writing. Formation and use of phrases. Yes, noun phrase, adjective phrase, verb phrase, adverb phrase, and prepositional phrases. What we have discussed, especially in the that is first section A. It means the first section, that is what we call fundamental ideas in connection with the English grammar. Yes, categorically, how phrases are of 5 types and how these phrases help us in the formation of our sentences. And yes, we should also know about all this. Again, therefore, formation of sentences naturally simple, compound, and complex. You see, listen, this is also very interesting area. Whenever we know the words, then formation of a simple, compound, and complex sentence can be formed. You see, therefore, we have to know words, we have to know phrases, we have to know what is clause, and then only we can form simple, compound, and complex sentences. And this is therefore, you see, for beginners, we generally use simple sentences. Gradually, they know compound sentence and a complex sentence. It is essential for all. For all, in the sense, the beginners, the intermediate students, the advanced students, and even after getting job in different professions, we require all the help of all this. Yes, therefore, we should know and it will be categorically discussed in the subsequent classes. Now come here, we find cohesive devices. Cohesive devices, formation of sentences. So formation of the use of phrases, idiomatic phrases, one word substitution. These are very interesting facts. Cohesive devices means the linking words. Cohesive devices in the sense, moreover, however, neither nor, as soon as, unless, etc. These are linkers or connectors or conjunctions. Yes, we have discussed subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions. These are cohesive devices, and these devices are helpful at the time of making paragraphs, making the writing story, essay, etc. Therefore, and speaking, at the time of speaking, whenever we see unless it rains, I shall go to school. Unless it rains, it is equal to if it does not rain, I shall go to school. The play will resume. And yes, here we find that unless joins two clauses into one, making a complex sentence. Yes, therefore here we find as soon as the police arrived, the thieves left the place. Yes, naturally, whenever we say police arrived, thief left the place. But as soon as the police arrived, the thieves left the place. And yes, you see, a number of cohesive devices are very essential to make connection and express our feelings in a very systematic and manner. Yes, therefore, importance of cohesive devices. Again, another, idioms. Yes, naturally, in order to ornament our language, cold blood. She killed her husband. In cold blood, it means cold-bloodedly murder, in the sense intentionally, knowingly, with planning. That is what I call in cold blood. Yes, deliberately. Intentionally means deliberately with planning. Yes, and therefore, very interesting. Hercules task, very difficult task. Don't say me to do this such work. It is really Hercules task for me. In the sense, very difficult task I cannot perform. Yes, and here we find there is another castle in the air. Without laboring hard, we shouldn't build castle in the air. It means I mean just imagine and imagine without doing any work. That is why I call building castles in the air. These are purely useless nonsense affair. Yes, and here a number of very interesting idioms are there which can be used to at the time of speaking and writing, and so that we can enhance the standard of our speaking and writing. Yes, come. Next, that is commonly used foreign words. Naturally, a number of foreign words. I have already told you foreign words in the sense Greek, Latin, French, German, and Celtic. These foreign words we use even today because they are mingled with English, and therefore, yes, etc., 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 so on, means so on, so forth. Yes, etc. This is foreign word. Agenda, list of meeting, any meeting, there is agenda, and here status quo. Status quo means the standstill method as it was. This is what we call these words are and phrases, foreign words and phrases are used in our day-to-day life to express our feelings. Therefore, they should be carefully understood. Yes, open your eyes and ears in the sense. What do you mean? That is English vocabulary, and broaden your horizon of that is learning. It means if we want to expand the perimeter, the area of our learning, definitely we have to open our eyes and ears, in the sense eyes and ears to English vocabulary. Yes, we have to listen and read carefully so that our vocabulary power can be extended and we can definitely express ourselves very freely. English is a flexible language. As I have already told you, flexible in the sense that we can express our thoughts or feelings in different ways. Therefore, English is the easier foreign language than that of other foreign languages. Yes, one can, if one has mastery over word power, then definitely English speaking can be easy. Yes, and here we find that matter, this is why flexible. It is not rigid but flexible. One idea can be expressed in different ways. And yes, therefore, we can freely express our thoughts and use method of juggling. Juggling, yes, in the sense that the word or phrase, what you know, keep it with you. The word which you have recently collected, yes, use it. Then such type of juggling, use that that new word will be exposed to, then definitely 2, 3, 4 times definitely that will remain in your mind and you can express the new words freely. Yes, this is what I call the method of juggling or playing the game of words at the time of speaking. While speaking or writing, be innovative. Be innovative means be creative using your store of vocabulary. So try to use the new words and phrases what you have recently gathered at the time of expressing either writing or speaking. Yes, and various real life situations. This is the very important field. So don't find that extraordinary. But in our real life situation means day-to-day life situations, we can use language word power and use right vocabulary at right time. At the right place. Yes, at the right place. Very good. So use right vocabulary at the right place so that it will be comfortable to listen. My dear students, with this I come to conclusion, and here I have given these ideas in brief to you for your understanding, and these ideas will be expanded, can be expanded in the subsequent classes. I will definitely take you to the world of vocabulary, and then definitely you will enjoy the charm of gathering word power, and that will help you in expressing yourself properly at the time of speaking and writing. Yes. Hope you must have enjoyed this class. Read this video, listen this video again and again, what I am discussing, and I mean, if possible, share with among your friends who are interested in learning English. And yes, you see, give your comments. You are, I'm sorry to say that you are not giving comments. This is most important, I mean, class, what you are enjoying. Therefore, take interest so that you can also achieve the goal of your life and live a happy and colorful life in future. Wishing you all the best. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.